Hi friends, it's another awesome day, and I just read this really cool reading, and it talks about how the true ear that can listen grows out of the heart of what we experience. So it's a kind of a neat thing to think about with everything that we're all going through together. Maybe one of the upsides, there's a few popping up, families being together, all of that, but another one of the upsides could be that we'll develop ears that can truly listen to others in situations that we might not have been able to hear before. So kind of a cool upside. Now, it has been brought to my attention that I haven't done anything with chair yet for people who, A, are sitting in chairs all day and need those breaks but can't really get up and go to a different place and maybe just need to take the break in their chair, or for whatever reason want to do it with a chair, need to do it with a chair for mobility or for whatever, you have a chair handy. So I thought we could do just some nice stretches and some nice breathing today in the chair. So I just have a basic chair. I'm on a nice no slip spot, and I'm sitting nice and tall, and my feet are parallel on the ground, my hands are on my knees, and from here I'm right up on those sitting bones, and that belly button is tucked, and that breastbone is lifted high, shoulders up, back and down, and that crown of the head extended towards the heavens. And so we can do, once again, tapping into that nice soft belly, breathing all the way down. And today, if you'd like, you can try this breath. It's called Ujjayi breath, and it's sort of like a slight constriction in the throat that allows your breath to sound like the ocean, like when you hold the shell up to your ear and you can hear the ocean. And this is a victory breath. It's called breath of victory, Ujjayi. It's a good heat builder if you want to just get a little energy moving throughout you. It also is very good for bringing focus back into a situation, and it also helps you focus on that breath instead of all the other million thoughts running around in your head. Helps you let go of things. So let's just try a few deep breaths with that Ujjayi, or your regular breathing is fine as well. So and your gaze can be soft or your eyes can close. And maybe for the first time you can hear that bird that's up in that tree. And so let's take those arms and we're going to inhale and extend our fingertips towards the sky. We're still sitting nice and tall. And exhale, bring it down through that heart center. And one more time, scooping up all that energy around us. Inhaling, really feeling that stretch through our belly. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Let's take those hands out, and we're gonna just turn sideways. So that rear hand is reaching behind us and that front hand is reaching forward. If you like, you can take your rear hand and just grab the back of your chair and really think about trying to go shoulder to shoulder back, because you're gonna get a nice twist. And twists are great for detoxing and also just relaxing through that spine. We're still facing forward. Our knees, our legs are still facing forward. Our sitting bones, nothing's changed there. So we're really getting that twist in the waist. And those ribs should be lifted high up out of that waist, and our heart is lifted up high, and we're just going for a nice side twist. And you're gonna feel it through that rear shoulder if you're holding onto the back of the chair as well. And just breathe. And then nice and slow, bring it back forward. Those hands can come palms together. And then inhale, and we're twisting back to that opposite side. And you can take that hand on the back of the chair if you like, and really think about trying to line those shoulders up front to back. And you're nice and sitting tall, feet flat on the ground, lift it up through that waist, getting that nice detoxing twist. Heart open towards the side. If that's a little too much pressure on your shoulder and the back from holding onto the chair, go ahead and open those arms up. We can also take our cactus arms. We can come back forward, touch down, and off to that side. Inhaling. Trying to keep nice and still from that waist down, the sitting bones. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And back to the front. And then take those arms and just relax. Take those shoulder lifters. We're going to just inhale them up right by the ears. And on the exhale, let them drop. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And again. And exhale. And just take those shoulders and wiggle them out. Picture like those milkmaids, how they used to carry the buckets of milk. So as you swing your shoulders forward, trying to stay kind of still through those hips. Those arms are just getting a nice release and a jiggle. Just sort of swinging free. And then we're going to take those legs and we're going to spread them wide. Now we're getting some opening in those groins, through those hips. We're going to feel that. You can take a little pressure with your hands to the inside of those knees, still sitting nice and tall, and those toes are pointed out in those opposite 45-degree angles. When we're sitting nice and tall, you're going to feel that as a bit of a release through those hips. And from here, we can do some of those body circles that we had been doing the other day as a warm-up. So inhaling, and as we exhale, we're just going to come around and feel that through your lower back. And then inhale as we rise up, and exhale as we come down. Really feel that lower back getting the release and the stretch as we inhale up, and exhale down and around. Inhale up, and exhale down and around. Inhale up, and then opposite direction. Still nice and tucked in that belly. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And you can use that Ujjayi breath as you do this, that breath of victory, that ocean sound. You're getting that nice release through the back. All right, so just walk those feet back in, nice and parallel again. And this is a sitting cat and cow. You remember how when we were in that tabletop, if that's hard for your wrists, when you're on the floor on your knees and your hands, you can do that cat-cow breath right here in your chair while you're at your office or whatever. So inhaling, we're expanding, pressing that breastbone forward. We're dipping through that lower spine and we're pressing those shoulders back. Lift that face high. And as we exhale, we're going to round into that angry cat. Press the middle of the back, and feel that stretch through the back of those shoulder blades. Bring your chin to your chest. Tuck your belly in. And then inhale. Expand. And exhale. Crunch that in. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then right back up to that nice tall sitting. Right here, it's like mountain, but with the legs straight out in front of us. But now those sitting bones are nice and rooted down, and we're still lifted and we're still tucked, and that chest, that breastbone is still high, that heart is lifted, shoulders up, back and down, crown of the head towards the sky. Right here, you're getting awesome core work. Just remembering that perfect posture, that yogic posture with that slight tuck of the belly button. And from here, we can get some core work. We can take our left foot and just pick it up off the ground and straighten those toes straight out in front of you, trying to stay nice and tall and upright. And you can take that opposite hand. So we're just flexing that foot. Those toes are kind of coming back towards us. And we're sitting up nice and tall. You're going to feel it in that thigh. Send that breath to it. And release. And then opposite side. Inhale up. Toes flexed back towards you. That thumb towards the sky. Think of that belly is nice and tucked. You're sitting perfectly tall in that great posture. You're feeling it in that thigh. Rock hard. And relax. Inhale, opposite side. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And we can take just that right foot and kind of prop it off to the side and let that heel be in contact with the ground and bring your toes kind of back towards you. And with this foot just flat on the ground, we're gonna just lean over that leg and then just take that nice side stretch, really opening up those left ribs. Keep both of those sitting bones down. Don't pick up any of those hips. Keep both of them firmly rooted to your chair. You're just getting that stretch. You're isolating it to the side. And inhale. And then back. Nice lengthening. It doesn't matter how far over you're coming. You're thinking of it as long, lifted up all the way from that hip bone, all the way along that side, feeling those lifting of those ribs. And one more time. And then up, and we can come for that opposite side. So plant that right foot straight down and just prop that left foot straight up with the heel in contact with the ground, those toes pulled back towards you. And you're sort of in a nice, comfortably wide. You're still firmly on your chair. I'm kind of on the front of it, but still I'm not gonna fall off the chair. And if you have a rolly chair, don't use the rolly chair for yoga. So, inhaling, nice lift as we come off towards that side. And upright, and then inhale. You can feel it all the way along those right ribs. And back. Last time. And back. Good job. So inhale up. We're nice and parallel again, and bring it down. And inhale up. And bring it down. Now we can take those legs straight out in front of us, sitting bones firmly rooted. You can even take your hands and kind of help keep seated so that you don't want to feel like you're about to fall off the chair. Now my heels are, let me see, I can push this back a little. My heels are kind of like this. So you're gonna just plant it down on the ground. Bring them straight out in front of you. You're tucked onto the edge of that chair, and both of those toes, all 10 toes, are kind of coming back towards you. And then you're just gonna lay your belly onto that thigh, keeping those toes coming back towards you. You're gonna feel a little hamstring stretch here. Keep that back nice and straight. That heart reaching forward. Don't round through the spine. It doesn't matter how far down you come. And then inhale, rise back up, sitting nice and straight. Just those heels are in contact with the ground. Those toes are pulling back towards you. Inhale and exhale, folding forward. Doesn't matter how far you come, just getting that nice stretch through the back of those hamstrings and those calves as well. Heart momentum reaching forward, spine is straight. And rising back up. And then bend those knees. And just come into a nice relaxed posture. So we're back into that nice gentle tuck of the belly, shoulders relaxed. We can take our hands and we can just nestle one palm inside the other and just connect those thumbs. It creates a little connection and helps our mind to just sort of focus on our breath now. Let those shoulders sink down away from those ears. You're still sitting nice and tall, and just shut down those eyes. Feel that belly breath deep into that belly. And try to hear sounds that you might not have been hearing before. Try to tap into the new ear that we are all developing from the heart of this experience that we're going through together. It might help us stay a little calmer, a little more compassionate when we see somebody acting in a way that we think is irrational or doesn't make sense to us. Maybe we can give grace, understanding that everyone is struggling through this in their own way, and developing that new ear of compassion, and being able to hear on a deeper level from what we're all living through together. And just sit here and breathe. As long as you like. A little stretching from the chair today. That light in me honors that light shining in you. It unites us. Namaste.